Imagine you're a homeless man walking down the street. You find some severed legs. What do? Do you call the cops? Do you touch them? Do you ignore them? Do you pick them up and start eating them?
Wait, what?
Let's talk about something that happened in California. Today we're talking about homeless 27-year-old Rosando Tellez, who did some questionable things with some body parts he found after a terrible, terrible accident.
What kind of accident?
March 22nd, 2024, a man named Horatio Penaloza, 48 years old, was struck by an Amtrak train about 8 a.m. Apparently, the man was hit so hard that he died instantly, and his limbs were severed and ejected after being hit.
Ooh.
Now, this terrible accident happened near where Rosando was. And nearby, there was some construction going on.
Construction workers were working outside a train station until they saw a horrifying sight of a man eating a human leg. The detached leg came from someone who was hit by a train.
Now, I guess I'll actually say at this point in the video that if you're eating while you're watching this video, you may want to save the video for a little bit later. We're not going to show anything super graphic, but it's just kind of just implied. It's all, pixelated and stuff. You can't really see what's going on, but still just a little bit of a warning. So Rosando, someone caught him on camera. He's got the severed leg in him, and he is sniffing it, and they see him bite it, and he's just kind of carrying it around and waving it around.
Oh, God.
He's noticed that someone's looking at him. He kind of smiles. He's like, yeah.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
He's just holding it and walking around with it.
And he walked all through here, and he was waving a person's leg, and he started chewing on it over there. He was biting it, and then he was hitting it against the wall and everything.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Just insane behavior, right?
That would be, oh my gosh, that'd be a terrifying sight just to see as you're walking down the road, you know what I mean? Or you're like heading to your car, and you just see a man out there walking around with a leg. Like, no. Oh.
And so the construction workers that were nearby, they said that they seen him walking, and this man just walking with the leg, and just like the person filming it, like they started noticing that he's acting really weird. Like, first off, he has a severed leg, and he's sniffing it and nibbling on it and waving it around. And so they called 911 to report the incident. Right? They're like, what? Yeah, obviously people have already been called for the accident that happened itself, but also that, hey, there's a guy walking around here with, it looks like a human leg. Send somebody down here quick.
Witness says is a man eating a detached leg. The detached leg came from a person hit by a train near the Wasco Amtrak station earlier that morning.
So the police quickly arrive on the scene, and Rosando, he's arrested without incident. They show up, he gives up. It's all good. So after being arrested, he told police that after the train stopped and before the deputies arrived, he saw a foot on the ground and thought it was his foot.
Oh.
He also told police that he picked up the foot to take to the hospital, but got scared and ran when people started yelling at him.
I mean, that would scare me too. A lot of people acting real weird when I'm walking around with my foot to take to the hospital. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Walking around, you found your foot, and you're over there sniffing it and biting on it and smacking it against the wall. People are yelling at you. You get a little scared. Oh no.
Yeah.
A little frightened right now. So police had to convince him that the man had his own two legs still attached to his body, right?
Okay, gotcha.
They pulled his pants up, and they're like, look, bro, you got legs.
One?
Where did you get this one from? What has happened here? And so I kind of assumed that Amtrak, they knew that someone had been hit by a train. But apparently, Amtrak did their own investigation and confirmed that the train was involved in a fatal accident. Maybe at the time this happened, they didn't actually know a man had been hit and killed yet.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
So they arrest him, right? They arrest him.
Of course.
A misdemeanor for removal of human remains from other than a cemetery. Misdemeanor possession of a controlled substance, paraphernalia, and felony revocation of felony probation. Which I don't know what that is, but...
Okay. So he's been on the run, I guess.
Yeah, well, he's got control. So he's obviously high.
Yeah.
Bath salts or something, man. Yeah, he's obviously high. So they got him. He's got drugs, and then he remove human remains, and his trial was set for March 26th, to which he pleads no contest. for 4 charges. His charges ended up being 2 counts of removal of human remains from other than a cemetery, destroying, concealing evidence, he's trying to hide the legs, I guess, and resisting a peace officer. So they got some more stuff added to his charges. But all charges were misdemeanor charges, and he was sentenced to 1 year in prison.
Wait, really? 4 misdemeanors just added up to that? That's crazy.
Yeah, 1 year in prison. You're a homeless man out there, high as a kite, picking up a human leg, walking around with it, biting on it. I don't know. I just feel like maybe you should be locked up, like, I don't know, forever.
In a different place. In a different place, you know?
Maybe not in prison. Maybe like in a mental institution.
Yeah.
So in April, he was charged with bringing drugs into Kern County Jail after his arrest. So
what?
More drugs.
Smuggling? Yo, just bring it in and through my leg, bro. They'll never know.
Just hide in my leg I got here. He got credited for 84 days served and 42 for good behavior. So he acted right while he was there. But he ended up he was sentenced to 3 years. He got sentenced 3 years for his felony charges. And he was charged for an additional 180 days for admitting to violating his probation. So the dude's just not all there. Like he's just going. He's on probation, but he doesn't care. He's trying to get drugs in. He's got a human body part out there that he's munching on. It's crazy.
That he thought it was his.
I mean, this all happened in California, Dane. You know, I lived out in California for a little bit, and I can confirm that they crazy out there. They are wild. I mean, you get stopped. Like you'd be going under some places to where there's like bad traffic, and there'll be guys out there with like the dirty paper towel trying to wash your window. Oh yeah, they might just try to eat you. You know, if they get the chance.
That depends. Imagine trying to pay the man and just like, what is that? My hand? I think I got my hand.
Is that my hand? Give me that back.
Give me that back.
Oh, dude, California is the only place I've been to where the homeless people will just like talk trash to you and then want you to give them money.
What?
It's like, yeah, you suck. You think you're better than me, but just talking all this noise, like shaking their cup at you. I'm just like, screw you. I'm trying to, I thought I'd be like sympathetic and feel sorry for the homeless people, but California has made me be like, nah, homeless people are jerks, man. They suck.
Dang.
We actually, back living in Mississippi, I don't know if I told you about this, but we had a bunch of homeless people that lived back behind a trailer that was like right down the road from me.
Yeah, I remember that.
So we had like a gas station, and then like just up it was a trailer. Behind that, apparently there was just like a hobo camp. Everyone was, because we kept seeing like more like random people standing in that gas station, people asking for money and stuff. But then things around the community started disappearing, like just out of people's garages.
Oh no.
And so the county went out there to like see what was going on. And apparently they found a bunch of stuff that had been reported stolen.
And they at the camp? No
They just
way.
bulldozed the whole camp. They just they just said nope, and they just crushed it. Oh. Yeah, well, like in the deep south, we've been getting a lot more homeless people because they've been traveling. Everyone's got like their bleeding hearts, like, oh, bless your heart, I want to help you. Yeah. And apparently word gets around the homeless community, and they're like, this is it. We're going in. They'll take care of us here. Like my mom works at a church, and she gets calls all the time from people saying like they're homeless and stuff and trying to get help. They can't anymore because they get so many. Like they helped some people at the beginning, but once they did, they were just flooded with calls. Not even homeless people, just people wanting like their electric bill paid for and stuff like that.
Wow.
It's pretty nuts. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. But none of them are trying to eat anybody as far as I know. But
yeah.
Those are just the California ones, those are the California homeless people. They're built different out there. You get them on that bath salts, and it's just whoo.
Man, I used to think it was Florida man I was scared of. Not anymore, man.
California homeless man. And then you go to the things like you feel bad, but then these situations like this, you're like, oh my God, what did homelessness lead them to make these decisions, or did their decisions lead them to homelessness? I don't know.
Yeah, you never really can tell, right? And then, oh gosh.
And then I'm also still thinking about how like the train ran a dude over and then nobody even knew about it. I guess like right then when it happened, they did their investigation later.
Dude, those things go so fast. Like so fast. I used to live like right next to one. And dude, when it's the one that goes all the way across the whole, you know, city or the whole state or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
them
yeah.
things ball. Like
I don't even know what dude was doing to get ran over. I guess nobody really knows, like, because the story doesn't talk about the whose leg it was much at all. It's just like, hey, this guy got hit. The end, you know. Enter crazy dude out here nibbling on it, Cannibal man. And this is the last video we did, Dane. Old girl that's fighting the cops.
yeah.
Oh
Wow.
You tried to grab me and what happened? Boop, bop.
Oh.
boop bop. This guy right here is probably the patient zero.
Yo, you're not wrong.
Oh my gosh, it all comes together now. My gosh.
She was spitting a lot.
She had the hunger for human flesh. Oh man, but that's it. That's a pretty wild story that I wanted to share with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If today's your birthday, happy birthday. Say toast to my friends. I love you. See you next time. Bye bye.
A lot of people acting real weird when I'm walking around with my foot to take to the hospital. You know what I mean?